Hey, let me give you my phone so you can check the see if it's going.
Gotta look it on here.
It's not on there. I don't think my account's on there. So
Jamar Mick. Who's that? That's your channel.
see what?
Jamar Mick.
That's my age. So
Oh, okay, my bad. I don't want to put it on that stuff. Excuse me. Okay, there it goes. I'm glad it popped up right away. Excuse me. Oh shit. All right, you got it, bro. I'm glad it popped up right away.
All right, hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
First, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to
Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem HaKakodash.
when they get the honors to the apostles, the elders, great men, someone taught us this 100% truth according to the spirit of be Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word through the four corners of their sincerity. And peace and blessings to believers to Yahweh say Shalom. It's the younger brother Warga alongside with the brother.
Yeah, his brother Gadal.
God, man, we got a special guest. Now, but my son, I'm holding my son right now, so you might hear a little baby noises, things like that. He's like 10 months. But nevertheless, we're coming back at you through the power of spirit of Yahweh Shai, bringing forth the Sunday sit down, man. And as the title goes, the importance of knowing your power. You know what I'm saying? That should be the title, importance of knowing your power, right?
Yeah, on the source.
Yeah, your source. Yeah, the importance of knowing your source, which, in parentheses, power, pretty much.
Yep.
Especially in these times, because, it's one thing that you know that you're Israelite, but it don't stop there. Once you know that you're Israelite, you got to know you got to find who is your power, who is your Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake sit here and think that, I'm an Israelite, I'm all good, but they still believe that they power or their source, or they, you know what I'm saying, who they need to run to and help is Esau. But that's not the case, because Yahweh Shai, he is the God, he is the God and the power of the Israelites, and he's telling us all throughout the scriptures, man, that he is our power, and especially in these times, in the time of the calamity and the destruction and the evils that the Lord is going to bring upon this earth, we got to know who to run to, So could you give me that Proverbs real quick?
Yeah, I didn't know if you had it like all set up on here already.
No, I didn't actually slide.
All right.
I had to the Proverbs 8 and 10. If you get it a BLB, if you probably use mine.
So Proverbs 8 and 10. How long?
Okay. Because you gotta, the nation of Israel has a long history of not running to Yahweh Shai in a time of need.
Yep.
And when you see the result, well, look at where we are now. The result of us not running to Yahweh Shai is deciding to sacrifice on the devils and things like that. As a matter of fact, before you get that, Baruch 4 and 6. Here. Get Baruch. I think Baruch 4 and 6.
Yeah, you were sold to the nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Baruch chapter 4. And in verse 6, it says, "Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies."
Actually, go to start at read verse 1. Bible shot.
Yeah, this is Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High."
Right, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High. When you go to Psalms, what is it? I think it's 139, 149. I think it's 147. But it pretty much says how that the Lord had gave his judgments and statutes unto Israel. So these are the commandments that the Lord had given unto the nation of Israel. It's in our name. Because what does Israel mean in Hebrew? Yasha'Allah. He, Prince of the Power. So we're the only nation who is the physical representation of Yahweh Shai. No other nation has that title, pretty much. That's why Shem means name. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord put his name on us. We're the Lord's. Of course, we understand all the heathen nation. The Lord created them for his possession, but he created us to be that physical extension, him to play out his will on the planet Earth. And we ain't been doing it, You go ahead, though.
God, this is continuing on. It says,
and let me rephrase that we haven't been doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because the elect they're rehearsing it, but we're gonna be able to do it at our full potential in the kingdom of heaven. But as right now, we're just trying to get back to the Lord, and we've been able to do that through Yahweh Shai. Well, you go ahead, though.
This Baruch chapter 4, verse 1 from the top says, "This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die."
Exactly. So all they that keep it shall come to life, and such as leave it shall die. And that's what you see happen. And what's the commandment? When you go into, I think it's Exodus 20. I think Exodus 20. But what is it? When you go into those 10 commandments, what's the first one? It says that thou shalt have no other gods before thee. And then you go on to the second commandment. It says what? Thou shalt not bow down or make any graven images. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord wants that exclusive service from him because we is his woman. Imagine if you had a woman and she decided, like, she was getting, let's say a burglar broke in and she called on a whole other man. That's going to make you feel, that's going to enrage you because you're like, I'm your man. I'm your Lord. You're my possession. So why are you calling on a completely different person to save you in a time of trouble when I'm the one who's your power? I'm the one that's my job. So that's how the Lord feels when it comes to the nation of Israel when they decide to call on other people. You know what I'm saying? Go to other gods. Go down to the nations. And chiefly, Jake always went down to Egypt, man. But then you could jump down to that verse 6 if you don't mind.
I was going to actually get what you just quoted.
Oh, you go ahead.
Because it's Isaiah 31.
Yeah, I actually got that too.
Okay. Well, yeah, let me just go ahead and get it. This is Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1.
Yep.
It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help."
Woe means destruction. Destruction to those that go down to Egypt for help. And what are we at? We're in that spiritual Sodom of Egypt. So we're in the same position, and Jake doing the same things now, going down to Egypt for help, going down to the enemy for help. Not asking at the Lord for help, going down to the enemy for help. And in the time of Jake, the times that the Lord is going to bring upon his place, it's going to show a fine distinction of who knows their source, who knows their power. Because the ones that know their power, they're going to fulfill the Proverbs 18 and 10, which we ain't ready yet, but they're going to fulfill that. They're going to know who to run to, And that's the same thing that happened in the time of Noah. Noah knew who to run to. He knew, okay, the Lord's going to bring this great trouble upon this place. I'm going to do what this source, this power told me to do. Because if I do that, this power is going to save me. While all the other people thought that they should and make other things their gods. Their woman, their life. Ultimately, the lust of their flesh, their gods, pretty much. The lust of the flesh. All right, you go ahead, though.
Okay, continuing on, it said, well, I'm starting from the top. Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong."
America's great, man. Ain't nobody gonna be here. Don't nobody want to fuck with America. That's the mindset of Jake, man. Jake think they got so much trust and faith in America. They think that Babylon the Great America, and wherever Jake is scattered, they got all this trust in Esau. The Esau system is going to flourish. It's not going to go down. You know what I'm saying? But not understanding that the Lord said his prophets to tell you, you not a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You son of Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Your power, the person you're supposed to call on is Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Call on Yahweh in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai. That's who you go to for help. Not Esau. Yeah, like scripture say, we go to our enemies in the want of all things, but it also says that it shall come where he should no longer stay upon him who smote him. So it's gonna come a time where the Lord is gonna show, okay, do you believe that I'm the source of power? Do you find your source and power, your strength in something else? Do you find your strength in carnality things, or do you find your strength in spiritual things? And that's what times we're coming to. And it's important that you know who Yahweh Shai is, because he is that strength in the spiritual aspect, man. That's who you need to be running to. It kind of makes me think about a song by Escape, if y'all know. Who do you run to when you need love? Jake like to run to Esau when they need love. But the elect, Lord, when we be those men, they're going to run to Yahweh Shai because they know this is who I need to go to. Yep. This is the source. Jake be running to creation and not the creator. They don't want to run to the source of the problem. When you go into things, if you don't ever go to the source, then you ain't gonna fix the problem. So if you don't go to the source, then you ain't gonna be able to fix that situation, man. You go ahead,
though. Continuing on, it says, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
Exactly. They do not lie. They do not look to the Holy One of Israel. They looking at them horses. They looking at Esau's infantry, fighter jets. You know, they not worried about, you know what I'm saying, the Lord's power. They see a chair. They gonna listen to their like they say, you have your father the devil. They gonna be looking at his stuff. He told us it's an alien. It's an alien. Nah, those are vehicles of the Israelites. Those are the chairs are vehicles of Yahweh's Mother Shai, man. These are the vehicles we're going to be delivered on, and these are the vehicles these are the vehicles. Did you need it? Mm-hmm. No. These are the vehicles that belong to the Israelites, man. You know, through Yahweh's Mother Shai. But you go ahead.
Okay. It says, they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh Bashim Shai.
Exactly. Neither seek Yahweh Shai. I think keep going on that.
God says, yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise again the house of the evildoers and against the and against the help of them that work iniquity.
Exactly. Lord gonna bring wrath upon them, man.
Yeah.
Because in the first verse it said, "Whoa." So destruction. And the Lord's going to see. Since you want to be in the house of the evildoers, you don't want to come down to me. You'd rather go to Esau. The Lord's gonna bring his wrath upon you. You're gonna get part of that judgment too. Because when you read Isaiah 34:1, 34, the whole chapter, but when you read in the upper verse, it speaks about how the Lord is going to bring his judgment upon all the nations. And we know the chief nation is going to get the Lord's judgment is Esau, Edom, because Lamentation speaks about that. You know what I'm saying? That cup should pass over to Edom, and Edom going to drink. You know what I'm saying? So since you want to go down to Egypt for help, modern day Egypt being Babylon the Great, because Egypt means double straits, bondage. So you want to go down to your oppressor for help. The result of that, you're going to get part of the Lord's wrath. Because you don't know who to go to. You're going to the wrong source. That's why Yahweh Shah said that he that hearkened unto me, he likened him unto a man that built his house upon a rock. And he did not hearken unto me, I likened to a man that built his house upon sand, not a solid foundation. Because the Lord is the power of the Israelites. But you want to go build your house on sand instead of go build your house on a rock. You go ahead and see the answer.
Verse 3, it says, now the Egyptians are men and not God.
They are men and not God. And now it kind of makes you think about, Batman versus Superman movie. When that nigga Batman found out that Superman could bleed, he was like, well, he asked, man, do you bleed? But when he figured out Superman could bleed, that let him know that Superman could die. That he wasn't a god. That he has a limit. So that's why the Lord said, but the Egyptians are men and not God. Mm-hmm. They have a limit. The scripture say, woe to you that make of man your right arm. When you go to the right arm is representation of strength. So if you make man your strength, whoa, destruction, because men have a limit. We're terrestrial. Yep. None of us could save ourselves. Yep. I can't save you. You can't save me. Esau can't save you either, nigga. The only one that could save you from the Lord's wrath is the one bringing it. That's the only one. The Lord is the one that brought anything upon us, upon the Israelites, upon the whole world, and he's the only one that could take it off. He's the one to bring in Jacob trouble. And when you understand that, okay, Yahweh Bashim Shai, he is bringing Jacob troubles, you understand what? Okay, if he's the one bringing the destruction, then he's the only one that could keep me from the destruction. Wow.
He's just a nigga. Oh, just a scoffer.
Yeah, but if Yahweh Bashim Shai, the one bringing the destruction, he's the only one that can keep us from it. That's why, could you pull it real quick before we finish that? Could you get Psalms? Get Psalm 33 and get Psalm 34. Psalm 33. Yeah, Psalm 33, Psalm 34. Well, 33 and 19, though. Yeah, or 18, I think. You should know what it is.
This is Psalm chapter 33 and verse 18. It says, behold, the eye of Yahweh Bashim Shai is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy.
Exactly. The eyes of the Lord. It's talking about the angels. When you read Daniel 12, it tells you about how the great angel Michael will stand up for thy people. That's the eyes of the Lord. It's the angels, right? It said his eyes are upon those that fear him, the elect of the nation of Israel, not the elect of the heathen. There's no elect of the heathen. There's only one nation that the Lord dealing with. And that's another thing too. Like Jake want to sit here and do all. Jake want to sit here and go seek after all these other demons and gods and idols, but all the heathen, they want their power to be Yahweh and Shai.
Yep.
Esau want what you got. Esau don't care for he want his power to be. That's why Scripture say blessed is the nation who powers Yahweh and Shai, because Yahweh and Shai, he's the source of everything. He controls those demons, those idols. He controlled Buddha and all them other Allah, because Allah just means powers. Yahweh Shai has jurisdiction over all that. And he said that I am the power to the Israelites, not you heathen nations.
Yep.
You heathen nations gonna come and kneel to my nation. You gotta understand that. But Jake wanna see how I want to have the power. I want to worship Buddha, Muslim, and all this BS, man. Well, guess what? The Lord gonna show you that Buddha and all them other heathen gods, they're not no powers, man. They're mortal men, But you go ahead.
God, verse 19. It says to deliver the soul from death and keep them alive in famine.
And deliver a soul from death and keep them alive in famine. So when you read, could you get 2 Ezra 16 real quick? 2 Ezra 16, where it says many shall perish with famine. Yeah. Because it said two things. It said to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Now, when you go into that vision of Esdras, those are the two main things the Lord said he gonna jack you niggas up with. He said many gonna perish of famine, and who escapes the famine, the sword gonna destroy. I think I don't know exactly where it's at, but God. He said many gonna perish of famine. And when you think about the aspect of famine is a painful way to go out.
Yep, I got it. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, in verse 22. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth
many of them that dwell upon the earth. Go ahead. It's a lot.
Shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Exactly. So the Lord said he's gonna keep his elect alive in those two major ways of going out. Death and a whole, famine and death, the same thing. You're gonna die, but nevertheless, you're gonna go out. Those are two main things right there. But it said the Lord's gonna do that. So that's understanding that we, like, going back to the point, we can't deliver ourselves. Going back to that Isaiah 31, which you could jump back to that. Well, yeah, just jump back to that. You can get Psalm 34. Well, actually, get Psalm 34. I think it's like 10. It says many of the afflictions of the righteous, the Lord deliver from them all. Or 19, I think.
Yeah, 19. This is Psalm chapter 34, verse 19. It says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah delivereth them out of them all.
Exactly. Many of the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered them all. Why? Because he the one that run the afflictions.
Yep.
He controls them. He can't deliver you from something if he don't control it. The Lord controls it. So he's the only one that can take it away.
Yep.
You know?
He want to put you in that affliction.
Exactly. So you go ahead and jump back to Isaiah 31.
God, this is Isaiah chapter 31. Dang it. This is Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 3. It says, now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together.
Exactly. When the Lord stretched out his hand, and we know chiefly that hand is Yahweh Shai, but that's going to the judgments. When the Lord begins to start smiting this place with plagues as he did before, as he speaks about when smite Egypt with plagues as he did before, so that place of bondage was that. When he starts smiting with plagues and things like that, everybody who decided to build a house upon that sand said, I'm gonna go down to Egypt for help. Egypt, that's who go down to their oppressor. They're gonna get a part of the Lord's wrath. Jake, Because they didn't understand that their source came from Yahweh Shai. He the one that's going to deliver you from the destruction, not Esau. Esau can't deliver himself.
Yep.
Go ahead. I think
I'm gonna jump down to verse 5.
God.
It says, "As birds flying, so will Yahweh Shai of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it."
Exactly. The chariots. The Lord going to deliver Jerusalem with wings, man. The chariots. He going to deliver them. And who's going to be there, Jerusalem? The elect. What's that? Zechariah 13, 8 and 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 8 and 9.
2/3 be cut off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When you read Zechariah 13, 8 and 9, it speaks about that 2 parts should be cut off. When you read the 9th verse, it says that he gonna bring them through the fire, refine them in silver, refine them in silver, refine. And we read down in the verse, loosely paraphrasing it, he said they should call upon me, and I should say it's my people, and they should say the Lord is my power.
Yep.
The elect, Jerusalem, they're gonna understand that the Lord is their power. So they're going to be brought through that fire, which that fire is talking about the 200 million thermonuclear missiles. Talking about the judgments. They're going to be brought through it. They're going to survive. Because that's going into Babylon. But even on a whole wide scale, the elect is going to be brought through whatever the Lord brings upon earth. They're going to be preserved because they understand their power.
Yep.
Now, unless you had anything. You had anything? Mm-hmm. Now you get to Proverbs 18.
Yeah. You said 18, right?
Yeah.
Proverbs 18, chapter 18, verse 10, it says, "The name of Yahweh Shai is a strong tower."
Hold it right there. Let's let that soak in. It said the name of the Lord is a strong tower, a fortress. The names. And what do those names come with? Understanding the Lord's rank. It ain't just the names. Oh, because first off, people try to say we don't even got the names. That you ain't got the strong tower. Secondly, you have niggas who got the name, but they don't believe in the rank.
Yeah.
You know who they are. They'll say, they'll call upon Yahweh Shai, call upon Yahweh through Yahweh Shai, but they don't believe upon the rank that comes with those names. Because when you go into that word name, when you go into the word names, it pretty much says one's rank or authority. You know what I'm saying? So let's know who that is. So Yahweh Shai name comes with a rank and authority. What's that rank of authority? He is the higher spirit created in all existence, and everything kneels to his will.
The only begotten.
Exactly, the only begotten. And the only one that the Lord sends to save us. Anytime Israel getting fucked up, he sends Yahweh Shai. Says that in Exodus 23 and 20. He said, take heed unto that angel.
Yep.
He sends Yahweh Shai. You know? So understanding those names, knowing those names, you know who was the deliverer. You know who's the deliverer. Yahweh's name means he delivered. You know who to go to. That 911 call gonna be calling upon Yahweh Shai. Why you niggas calling on 911 and they not answering? Yeah, answer. You know what the fuck you at, man? Getting jacked up. You go ahead now.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. 18 and verse 10 from the top. It says, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe."
Exactly. The name of the Lord is a strong tower and the righteous. Why? Because the righteous, they're going to understand the source. They're going to understand they're going to understand who is their power, who is their strength. They understand that they don't have strength, but they have strength with Yahweh Shai. So they're going to run to Yahweh Shai. When things get tough, they run to Yahweh Shai. That's why when you read about Peter stepping off the boat, brothers bring out, and we point out two things. We point out when he started wavering, he started sinking. But what else do you point out? We point out that he knew who to call on when he did sink. He could have resorted to swimming. He could have did anything wrong. He could have, let me try to swim. I don't know if Peter knows how to swim exactly. I don't know if he should say he does, but he could have. I've seen people in the water kicking their legs. I'm going to do the same thing. And hopefully I stay afloat. They said if you just lay in water like a dead body, you just float. So Peter could have did all those things. It ain't like he had to. It ain't like you know what I'm saying. It was far fetched. He could have did them. But what did he do? He ran to that strong tower. He called upon his master. He called upon him. Then, if I'm not mistaken, he said like, "Master, save me." That's what you're looking for, son?
No.
But yeah, he said, "Master, save me." He called upon Yahweh Shai. Now, he called upon Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai delivered him. He saved him, pulled him out of that water, man. You know? So that lets you know that you got to know who your source is, man. As an Israelite, when you come to serve Yahweh Shai, when you first off, when you find out you're Israelite, the next thing you need to be trying to find out is who is your source. Because the times we in, it's going to come down to who is your source. Who do you believe in? Who do you have trust in? Do you have trust in the carnal man, or do you have trust in Yahweh Shai? Because according to Scripture, the Lord already said, whoever trusts in man, destruction coming to him. Whoever trusts in Egypt, you got destruction coming to you. If you don't trust in Yahweh Shai as Israelite, you do, because the heathens already fucked. They might as well get in their bunkers and do all that shit because the Lord not the power under them, but He's the power unto the Israelites. Man. You got something?
I mean, you already got it on here. It was Isaiah 41.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, shit. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 14. It says, wait. Yep, I'm going to get, okay, I got you. This is Isaiah chapter 41, verse 13. It says, "For I, the Lord, thy power, right, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee." Right? And how the Lord is going to help us? By sending his son. How helping us really is by giving us Yahweh Shai. Right? As the brother was going into, man, the savior, man, the deliverer, man. He saves, he delivers, man. Right? The thing that Yahweh gave us, he gave us Yahweh Shai. Right? The only way, the truth. Yeah, Scripture says, well, I am John 14, right? I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. Right? The Lord gave us Yahweh Shai to rely upon him. Right? That's our source right there. Right? Through Yahweh Shai, we will obtain salvation. Right? As the Scripture says, man, if I be with thee, who can be against thee? All right, so if Yahweh Shai is with us, bro, who can come against us? Nobody, man. But if you don't understand that, if you don't understand your power, right, your power source, man, guess what? You're not gonna be filled with power. Right? You gotta be plugged into that power source, man. And then it starts foremost by knowing the names, right? And then not only knowing them, but believing in them names, right? Because a lot of people know the names. Anybody can say Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai and not believe. Yeah, Scripture says people are going to say, "Lord, Lord, have we not cast out demons in our name and stuff?" All right, so that right there that that people are going to know the names, but why they're not getting saved, man? All right, because they didn't believe on the names. All right, they didn't believe in that source, man. All right, they just knew it. It was like a little trend. Oh, we're Israel. Oh, his name Yahweh Bashem. That's cool. Didn't really their feelings towards Yahweh Bashem wasn't genuine.
And that's another thing too, because I like that you said it, because it's niggas that know the source, but they don't believe upon it.
Yep,
that's the key. People, because what's gonna happen in jail trouble. A lot of niggas, they gonna try to call upon the names of Yahweh Shai. They're like, that's the source, but they don't know. They don't believe. They didn't believe it was the source. No, now you want to believe on the source. When I put a damn missile in your head. I put a bear's paws upon your body. Now you know I'm the source. Yeah, of course you're gonna know I'm the source. Scripture say that. Scripture say in the day of thy power that thy people be willing. You're gonna be willing when I start bringing judgments.
Yeah.
But you go ahead.
Because anybody would. You see all hell break loose. Oh shit, they was right. Then start calling on the names.
Exactly.
Hell, then on top of this, people calling on the names now. But it's your works that prove their faith. It's what you're doing really now, because the way these other groups are moving now, they're just doing whatever they can to get a bag or whatever. But they're calling on the names of the Lord. Wherefore you got certain men, as we like to believe, GMS, have the 100% truth. They're doing it all like as Scripture said, man. If you freely receive, freely give, man. That's exactly how we do it. All right, and we're not finished sitting here trying to take advantage of the sheep. All right, not trying to do whatever. We're trying to do the best that we can to please Yahweh Bashem Shai. That's feeding the sheep, right? Continue to believe on the names, praying to them names daily, asking for spiritual gifts to make us better servants unto Him, stuff like that. Them are the ones that the Lord is going to come and save. As Scripture said, man, shall I come and shall I find faith? Yeah, how was I looking for who believes on me, who truly believes on me, man? Because a lot of people can say, you can read that in James, man. Thou might say, I have faith, but show no works. But I show my faith by my works. All right, so your works is what's really talking to the Lord, man. Like, do you really believe on me? All right, I put this cell on you. Are you gonna call on me, or you just gonna, keep trying to figure it out yourself? You right? Because this whole thing, man. I remember when they basically called us faith-based Israelites, which was the biggest compliment we could ever receive, man.
That was really a sign from the Lord.
Yep.
It was a sign from the Lord telling anybody who's trying to come to the understanding that these group of men, I'm dealing with them, because faith-based Israelites, and for the scripture to say, I think that's in Luke what you said. In Luke it says how when the Son of Man returns, shall they find faith. So you call these faith-based Israelites, and when you return, you're gonna, find faith. You call them, hey, that's the camp right there. That's the group of men the Lord's dealing with, and the affiliates who are not bugging out. But and I also want to mention another thing too, because in Proverbs it says how when you do that, as a matter of fact, could we get it about Proverbs 1? Proverbs 1 and like really towards the end, what he says, it should come upon you like a whirlwind in the street, then you'll call upon me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That
this is Proverbs.
When you read a prior in a thing, it speaks about, you know what I'm saying, you simple niggas, why you love simplicity and you delight in scorning. You know what I'm saying? It goes into how wisdom is out here, the Lord got his word out here, and he got men, the Lord got men, he has set up prophets for you in Babylon to what? To help bring you back to obedience of the scriptures. But instead of y'all taking heed, you still want to build your house on the sand. We putting you, as everybody likes to say, in the world, we putting you on game. Through the pastor of your house, the Lord put us on game, and he told us, go put my people on game, but only the elect won't take heed to the game. We over, hey man, I know you be building your house on that sand for a minute, but stop, and bro, you gotta build it on a rock. The water not gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta build your house on a rock, bro. Because the water not gonna get to it, man. There's something about that rock, and that rock is Yahweh. You go ahead.
God, this Proverbs chapter 1 verse 27. It says, when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
Exactly. So when you start to get overtook, ain't nowhere to run, ain't nowhere to hide. You can't go get you a drink. You can't go smoke, weed. You can't go fuck, woman. You can't, what they call it, you can't comfort eat. I think that's called comfort eating.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Stress eating, whatever.
Yeah, it's something like that.
You can't do that. You can't do none of those things. You gotta face reality, right? Go ahead. Because the stress goes into like affliction of mind. That's what it goes into. And the reason you're going to have affliction of mind because you don't got Isaiah 33 and 6. Right? But go ahead.
God continue on. It says, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
So when all that hit, now it seems very convenient to be an Israelite that serves the house from China. It seems very convenient to put on that what y'all would have said dress. It seems convenient now. Now it seems like it's not no, oh, it's cool, it's a little fad. Now it's like, oh, I want to be one of them now. It seems very convenient now, right? You go ahead.
It says, they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Exactly. Seek them early in calamity. Not early in when the Lord, no, early in calamity. That's what it's talking about. Early when destruction comes. Go ahead.
John says, verse 29 says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord.
They hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. Why? Because once they fear the Lord, that's the key. That's the key, man. The brothers going through that fear. It always goes back to the fear. When you read Hebrews 11, it said that it pretty much speaks how Noah was persuaded through that fear. His faith in fear propelled him to build the ark. That fear.
because he believed the source. He didn't believe Esau bullshit. Because there's fear going on. Either you fear Esau, you fear the Lord. But which fear is healthy fear and which fear is not healthy fear? Fearing Esau is not healthy fear. That's foolish fear. Lord said, "Why fear him to destroy the body? Why not fear him to destroy the body and body in hell?" And,
body and soul.
Yeah, exactly. Loosely paraphrasing it. Why not fear the Lord? He's the source. You're feeling the creation. Go ahead.
Verse 30 says, "They were none of my like if they were none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof."
Exactly. They ain't want to take heed. Instead of taking counsel of the prophet, they're gonna go take counsel of that judge, Judge Judy. They're gonna go take counsel of Esau. They went to what they call it? What's that stuff called?
What did you say?
You know, when you got damn, what's this called? A psychiatrist. They went to a psychiatrist. They went to Esau shit. In other words, they went to Esau for counsel.
A therapist?
Yeah, a therapist. Yeah, that's what it is. A therapist. So like throw out a therapist. They went to a therapist instead of going to Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
God says 31 says, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices.
Exactly. Eat the fruit of your own way. You gotta Galatians, you gonna reap what you sow. You gotta eat the fruit of your own way now. Now all those people, all those things that you decided to put over the Lord, whether it be your woman, your cars, your life, whatever. Ask that to save you. Ask that. Why you calling on me? You don't want to do it. See, you want to call on me but not do what I asked you to do? No, I don't work like that. Even if you put it in a sense on if you make it to a minute situation with a man and a woman, you'll be damned if your ex hit you up. Can you pay my rent? The fuck you hitting me up to pay the rent for? We not together. You ain't did nothing for me. Cause we not, you know what I'm saying? Or even if you with your woman and you know what I'm saying, with a woman, even if a dude's with a woman and a woman has the nerve, she acting like a damn demon and she has the nerve to be like, can we go to Bahamas? Or have the nerve to ask you, can y'all go somewhere special? Like you didn't earn it. You acting like you fucking raising hell and you have the nerve to ask me to do something. Even with kids even understand that concept. They know not to ask their dad, or they'll try to ask their mom. Come on, might butt up to dad, but they know not to ask their dad if the dad's in the life. Because if we're in captivity, a lot of men don't have their fathers, but they know not to ask their dad for, "Dad, can I get that new PS5?" Because they know dad gonna say where the grades at. You've been acting like Hellraiser, you know. So the Lord's in that. He ain't gonna be in that same spirit. The Lord coming in there. He the ultimate father. He gonna be in that same spirit. You asking, can you get that new PS5? Like you've been doing you've been on point. You've been being a demon. You know, go let those things that you felt like was more important than doing what I told you to do. Let them get you a PS5. Since you didn't want, you go do that. Go ask that F on that paper. Can you get me a PS5? Go ask him back. Go ask. That's how the Lord is. Go. Them things that you thought was more important than me. Go ask that to save you. Go ahead. I think that's pretty much it, though. Really.
I want to at least get. I want to get the last verse.
Yeah, kind of.
33. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 33 says, "But whoso hearkeneth."
Whoso hearkeneth on the flip side.
Yep.
Balance, because everything Lord got that counterbalance. So on the flip side, if you hearken, right? Go ahead.
It says, "But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil."
Exactly. You should dwell safely and should be quiet from fear of evil. And what's evil? Evil is evil when you break it down. Ill to going to pretty much bad times. So if you hearken unto the Lord, you're hearkening unto the prophets, you're hearkening unto wisdom when it was out there teaching, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good, man. God. And you can really see the benefits of that now. Like, of course, it's getting turned up in the spirit, saying going ham. But on the flip side, you realize, like, bro, I'm in the best mindset possible than any of these niggas. Anybody's not serving the Lord, their mindset is fucked right now.
Yep.
They voting for fucking Kamala. Niggas. Then you got niggas coming out. Y'all tripping, Kamala, a demon. Let's vote for Trump. Not knowing that whatever y'all talking about the presidency. You got Israel. You literally just had Turkey, which is a part of the NATO. Turkey literally just said that they're going to side with Palestine in the Israel and Palestinian war. And who backs Israel? The U.S. And the U.S. and Turkey both are a part of NATO. That's the scripture being filled.
Mm-hmm.
They shall hate the whore. Her allies turning on her. Turkey, you know what I'm saying? They're turning on their ally. They're turning on the U.S., man. You don't think Turkey know that Israel's backed by U.S.? It's not like a foreign thing. Oh, snap. I didn't know Israel was back. No, it's obvious. This is the prophecy being fulfilled. This is so we're rejoicing. We're like, bro, we finna get to the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
This shit finna be over. While you niggas shaking in your boots, I might gotta go to war. You might gotta go to war. But the thing is, y'all try to move around and wander around like nothing happening. But we know y'all niggas feel it too. Y'all niggas feeling it. As far as like y'all can feel what's going on. Niggas are saying, man, shit ain't right now.
Yeah.
You know, this ain't the right time to have a kid, bro. I had a dude say that once. This ain't the right time to have a kid, bro. No. But you go ahead though.
Back in this Isaiah chapter 41, and we're at verse 14. It says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith Yahweh Bashem Shah, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." Oh, my bad.
No, you got it.
Yeah, so it says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob," man. And, he calls the worm because guess what? We're defenseless, as you can clearly see. We ain't got no military. We ain't got no organization or nothing. All right, even if we tried, we already tried multiple times, and guess what? Esau destroyed all of it. All right, all of it. So we ain't got nothing. All right, but it says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee." All right, so Yahweh Bashem Shai is going to help us. Really, the remnant. All right, because it's starting with the remnant. The 2/3, the ones that don't want to serve Yahweh Bashem Shai, the ones that want to trust in Egypt, let Egypt help you. But as far as the remnant, the ones that trust and believe on Yahweh Bashem Shai, right, and wait upon him, hey, fear not. All right, he's telling us to fear not, man, because he will help us. He's gonna lift up a standard for us, man. Hell, there's man gonna be getting spiritual powers. Man, look, man gonna be getting delivered in miraculous ways, man. Miracles are gonna be happening on a high level. All right,
the highest level.
God, yeah, the highest level. All right, so he says, "Fear not, man." So I'm gonna read through the whole thing again. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 14. It says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith Yahweh Bashem Shah, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." All right, so the Lord's gonna help us, and he really ultimately, the Lord's gonna deliver us from this hellhole, man. All right, this place known as Babylon the Great, and wherever else brothers are scattered at, man. All right. But we go ahead and get some else. Joel 2. Got this Joel chapter 2 and verse 27. It says, "And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahweh Bashem Shah, your power, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed."
We should know that Yahweh Shah, he is the nation of Israel's power. Like the name Yahshua Allah. He Prince of Power, or he have power with the Most High. That's who we are. We have power with the. If you a prince of the king, you have access to his power. If you a king and you have a son, he has access to your power, your authority. He has access to it. Do that mean that he's but he has access to it. If somebody would, the prince, or we princes of the son of some Yahweh Shah, man. We princes of Yahweh, sons of, we have access to that power. But Jake sit here want to get power from other places. Here it is, you got you got the opportunity to get. It's almost in a sense of, let's say, right, that your dad is a famous man, and you have access to going to the best schools, getting the best education. You know what I'm saying? Your dad got a lot of money, but you said, "Now I want to go to school in the ghetto." Why? Why you want to go to school in the ghetto? You have access to this great amount of power. That's how Jake acted. They want to go to school in the ghetto. They want to go to Egypt. They want Esau. Did you get Isaiah 31? Or did you already read
that? Yeah, we already read that.
So Isaiah 30.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children," saith Yahweh Bashem Shai, "that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin."
Exactly. You don't take counsel of Yahweh Shai. What's that counsel of Yahweh Shai? The prophets. You don't seek to the prophets. You go elsewhere. And that leads to you what? To add sin on the sin. Because you take counsel of Esau Edom. But Esau Edom is adverse. That's why he's called Satan. He's adverse towards Yahweh Shai. So you take counsel of Esau Edom, you're going to find yourself adding sin on the sin. You're going to find yourself doing iniquities. All right? You go ahead.
God, verse 2 says, "That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt."
Exactly. So you sitting here going down to Egypt for help, like it said in the 31 chapter after. You're not asking at the hand of the Lord, and He's your power. You asking at the hand. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but if I remember, I think it was a king in the scriptures in the time of Elijah, and pretty much Elijah rebuked them or got on him because Elijah pretty much told him, like the Lord told, I'm not saying, I think the Lord told Elijah to tell him that since you didn't seek after me for counsel, seek after me for power and refuge and things like that, He's going to kill him. Because the king went to go seek after like refuge or power from somewhere else. He didn't go to he didn't go to the Lord. He went elsewhere. And the Lord pretty much was like, "I'm gonna jack you up for that shit." That's right. That's telling right there that the Lord's gonna do the same thing to any Israelite that decides not to go to Him for help. If you decide to go elsewhere for help, He's gonna jack you up because He's not. That's not your power. I'm your power. You go ahead though.
Verse 3 says, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh
be."
be."
Read verse 2, the end of it again. They say shadow in verse 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, read verse 2, the end of it.
Yeah, this verse 2 says, "To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt."
Exactly. Strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, which is man, and trust in the shadow of Egypt. And what is a shadow? A shadow is an imitation. It's not the real thing. So they trust in this reality that we're in. Why you think Jake go vote? Because they trust in this not reality. I said reality. They trust in this not reality.
The matrix.
They trust in, they stuck in the matrix. They trust in the matrix, man. Instead of trusting in the ones that are out, that escape the matrix and telling Jake, you know what I'm saying? Instead of trusting in the ones who have come to reality through the past year, how from outside, they want to trust in the delusion. That's what the word I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, yep.
They trust in the delusion. They trust in the American dream. It was a dream. It's a dream. It's a delusion. It's not real. Wake up. But it's not real though. Jake trusting that. That's you trusting in the shadow of Egypt, man. Because you see that. That's why Jake is voting. That's why Jake vote. That's why they do the shit they do. Because they trust in the shadow. They trust in this delusion. This illusion of life. You go ahead though.
Verse 3 says, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame."
The strength of Pharaoh gonna be your shame. Keep going.
"And the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion."
Exactly. Trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. That's why you so fucked up in the head. You're so through. You're so confused. At a point in time, Esau wasn't accepting sodomites. Now he's accepting sodomites. You go to the Christian church, black culture. You got a president proclaiming to be black, but she Indian. She the dot head motherfuckers. She one of the dot heads. You got all these things going on, man. You confused. One week, Trump gets shot at. Next week, Biden steps down. Kamala steps up. You just throwing all over the place because you trust in this illusion. You trust in this illusion that Esau has going. Esau got your ass deceived. And like I said, that's going to be a confusion, and the strength. You trust in the strength going to be your shame. Because Esau got you tricked and thinking he going to win World War III. When we tell him he going to lose World War III, the Babylon the Great is going to be burnt up in World War III because them Edomites, Russia is part of Edomite. He's Edomites too, But we're going to keep going. We're going to jump down to verses 12 and 13. This is verse 12. It says, this is Isaiah 30 and verse 12. It says, "Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, right? So the Lord said, because you trust in oppression, you despise his word, perverseness, you want to lean upon that, you stay thereon, right? As a matter of fact, I want to see what it says in the NLT. Let me see what it says in the NLT. Yep, this is Isaiah 30 and 12 in the NLT. It says, this is the reply of the Holy One of Israel. Because you despise what I tell you and trust instead in the oppression and lies, right? Calamity will come upon you suddenly. You're gonna be overtook, man. Calamity is gonna come upon you suddenly, like a bulging wall, right? That bursts and fall. In an instant, it will collapse and come crashing down. So that's how it is. Trusting in the lies, trusting in Egypt, not going at the hand of the Lord, not trusting in the Lord, you're trusting in Egypt, it's going to be like a fucking wall that's fucked up, a bulging wall. You're leaning upon the wall and it's not secure. It's going to come crashing down. That's what time we're in. We're in the times of the Lord testing the foundation of men. The Lord saying that you build your house upon that rock or that sand. If you build it upon that rock, then when the Lord brings those waters upon the earth, the destruction and wrath, you're gonna be good. But if you build your house upon that sand, when the Lord brings the water upon that sand, it's gonna be washed away. You built your house on something that wasn't a sure foundation, it wasn't solid. It wasn't gonna stand. And
Isaiah wanted, what was you looking for?
I just read Isaiah 30 and 12 and 13. That's an NLT though.
Okay. Oh, we got this one. She did want it. It's Isaiah 1 and 3.
Yeah, we get that. We just didn't know if that one unless you got one.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner and his ass. Salakia. This is Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3 from the top. It says, the ox knoweth his owner and the ass his master's crib.
Exactly. The ox knoweth his owner and the ass his master's crib. It's two hard-headed animals. A donkey, pretty much, is a hard-headed animal. But they know where the source is. They know who to run to. Right? Mm-hmm. They know. Even the animals. The animals, they're smarter than Jake. Birds know when it's winter coming. They know where to migrate. They know where to go. They be more in order than Jake. Jake want to go to Esau and shit. Mm-hmm. You need to be going to Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. But Jake want to go to Esau. You go back.
Okay, and the rest of it, it says, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider.
Exactly. Israel do not know, nor do they consider. They don't care. They don't want to. They want to do what they want to do. They don't want to go to the source of Yah. They don't want to go to their source, which is Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Mm-hmm. They don't want to do that. They don't want to go to the Lord. They don't want to do that because it doesn't seem convenient right now. They don't want to suffer. They want to be a nigga. But we're in the times where the Lord gonna see, okay, since you don't want to come to me, I'm gonna show you that foundation that you built your house upon was shit. It ain't gonna work, man. And we're in the times of knowing who the source is and who to run to, because it's getting bad out here, man. And we gotta know who to retreat to, who to go to. We gotta know who that strong tower is, and we know it's the names. Believing upon the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Believing upon them. And that's not just going to come with, I believe. It's going to come with action. If you believe upon those names, and you're going to do what that authority has told you to do. You're going to be in order. You know? So that's all I had if you ain't got anything.
Man. You really made the point, bro.
All right. So, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying to the power and spirit of Yahweh Shai and feed you, man, the sheep of Yahweh Bahashim Shai. I mean, I was saying, call law.
Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakodash.
Want to get up an honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone, and so y'all, we're going to say shalom, man.
Shalom.